There's an IABC organization in Los Angeles that has evening meetings, and an Orange County group that has lunch meetings, and those are people who hire people.
So to that, I'll go ahead and let them quickly just introduce themselves.
Well, this is the dream team at IABC USC's chapter. So if everybody could just give me a couple of words on how you think the event went tonight.
We're really excited. It went wonderful. We're happy everyone could attend.
Good.
I'm just so excited that we are able to partner and team with the LA chapter and be able to just basically connect in this way and be able to provide a resource to our students, and also give our guest speakers a platform to speak.
Perfect. Daniela.
I'm actually very thankful to my team for helping me out and making this possible. I think they did an amazing job and we worked amazingly together. So indeed, this is the dream team.
Great.
I think I personally learned a lot at this event, and I hope everyone learned it as well.
Awesome. And Lauren.
I am very happy that this is our first big event of the semester, and I'm glad that it went off with, I think, tremendous results, and we seem to get a lot of great feedback, and I think we're setting a good layer work for the next IABC chapter e-board to come on in, and they have some stuff to live up to now.
Great. Cabrera and Daniela, tell me how you think tonight's event went.
Daniela, your thoughts?
I mean, if you take a look behind us, students are very interested in what speakers have to say, asking a lot of questions, and I think everyone walked out of here with a lot of valuable information.
Great. Danielle, was there anything really surprising tonight in some of the information?
I was here for last year's event, so the social media aspect of the talk that went on about social media didn't really surprise me, but I think for a lot of students it was definitely very surprising to hear that they need to clean up their act when it comes to Facebook and anything that has to do with social media.
Chris, how about you? Is there anything you learned actually from the students and the questions?
I did. It was great to be thinking about this kind of area, because even though you have a job, it's always good to be looking for a job or be thinking about your next career move, even a couple of moves ahead.
Yep.
So to be able to think of their questions and remember how it was for me when I was in their shoes, when I was looking for my first job, it was a really nice reminder, and it was great to be able to share some tips with them today.
Great. Thank you so much. Yes. Lauren, tell me, what was some of the most surprising information that you learned in tonight's presentation? Just one little tidbit that really stood out to you.
One little tidbit, I'd say it's the power of your LinkedIn account. I've only recently started using it, and I actually put up a picture that I wouldn't mind other people seeing of me in a professional standard. So I guess it's kind of utilizing that as a social networking tool outside of just Facebook, Twitter, which is what we automatically think of, and being able to move that into a more professional realm. So
Great.
I'll be fixing that up on my way home.
Excellent. Tell me what was one of the most interesting little tidbits tonight for you?
One of the most interesting parts was the way you market yourself in your cover letter and your resume. I used to always think when you're applying for a job, you're filling a need. You know, there are vacancies, so you're basically matching your qualifications to fill in the gaps that are there. But what I didn't think about is looking for how you can better them. You know, what are they needing that you can solve that problem?
Andrea, tell me a little tidbit that you learned tonight that maybe really stood out to you in terms of a job search.
Well, something that I thought was really, I guess now that I reflect on it, it's probably pretty obvious, but it really struck me because Stephanie was speaking about when you network, to business networking, to go alone and never go with a group of people, never sit with your friends,
right?
And just to really put yourself out there and force yourself to interact with more people. Right. And I think it kind of is contrary to our, you know, our instinct,
habits,
our habits and our instincts to be with our friends or people that we know.
Hi, Cece. I noticed you were just talking to Susan, and I was really curious. What like a couple of really good tidbits that you took out of today's event?
First of all the panels are very friendly, and Susan gave me very personal information about depend on what in my case, like how to connect with recruiters, how to use LinkedIn. So it's really informative. So I think that's what I got tonight. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Selesnik, President of International Trade Information. We're a boutique trade show management firm specializing in helping U.S. exhibitions internationalize and taking U.S. companies offshore. We have been in business for over 40 years, and it's quite the business.
Wow, sounds very exciting. Thank you. It's now 2011. What do these young whippersnappers need to do when they're out there that's different from just even 3 years ago?
I think that they need to be personable, and they need to be willing to work. You're not going to get into a job even with a master's degree and start at the top. It doesn't work that way. And really look at each job as a new way to pick up new skill sets.
Great.
New skills, new things you can do, new ways of using the tools that you already have that you never even realized you could do.
Fantastic.
And the more you can build with your skill set and the more connections you can make, the better.
A great fit behind the resume. Like, I feel like on my resume I have more experience, I'm a candidate, but I don't know that they can get a sense of who I am.
Because the overwhelming majority of people actually with whom I speak about their job searches will say, I applied for the website, I hit submit, and I never heard back.
You had mentioned in the presentation how important it was with the LinkedIn, a two-way street with LinkedIn. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. LinkedIn is one of the many tools that I use while working as a recruiter. And LinkedIn represents, for me, relationships. And relationships to be successful are always two-way streets. So I am not one of those people who need to have 1,500 people in their network because I simply don't want to have 1,500 relationships with them. And time would not allow those to be high-quality relationships. So I always prefer to have a very lengthy conversation with anyone before I link in with them. And what that will do is give me some insight into who they are, what their drivers are. They will get to know me, and as the relationship takes form, that's how we help each other. And LinkedIn is one way to do that.
Thank you so much.
And everyone should clean up their Facebook.
Yay!